Hi everyone and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tish. I'm a Pilates and strength instructor and I'm so happy that you're here. We are officially in the last week of the Summer Sculpt series and I'm so happy that you made it this far. You guys are so strong, you pushed yourself and you made it to the finish line. For today's flow, we have a full body sculpt. We're finishing out strong. We have our light to medium weights along with our Pilates ball. You guys know, always take what you need. If anything feels off, take it away. And most importantly, stay in tune with how your body feels. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. If you do have ankle weights, it is optional, but you can put them on, more than welcome, but they are not needed. Again, take what you need. So let's go ahead and get started and take it standing to the back of your mat, starting in your breathing. Hands are going to be on the outside of your rib cage. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Fill the diaphragm and exhale out through the mouth as you draw the fingertips closer to each other. 2 more here. Inhale. Maybe set your intentions for class today and exhale. This is the next 40 minutes of your time for you. Last big inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Relax the hands down to the sides of your body. Let's go for nice big shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders up and back behind you. Beautiful. For 3, switching directions in 2, and 1. Switch directions, bringing them forward. For 3, for 2, for 1, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the arms up overhead. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull over towards that right side of your body to get that nice side bend on that left side. Holding this here for 3, for 2, for 1, come back through center. Grab that right wrist with your left hand, reach up and over. For 3, in 2, coming back through center at the top in 1. From here, forward fold, coming down 1 vertebrae at a time. Soft bend in the knees, hands meet the mat. Relax the neck right here. Inhale, exhale as you walk the hands towards the front of your mat, holding that tall plank position, scooping that belly button into spine. Inhale, exhale, pike those hips up towards the ceiling. And then drop back down into that tall plank position. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale, holding at the top. Exhale as you pedal it out. Drop that right heel to the mat. Come back through center. Drop that left heel to the mat. Alternating each side. One more each side. Meet me with both heels on that mat in 1. Lift up that right leg into that 3-legged dog. Swing that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Holding this low lunge right here. Going into a rotation. Open up that right chest, that right arm towards that right side of your leg. Inhale, exhale, thread the needle through towards that left side. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, thread it through. Meet me with your right hand back on that mat right here. Swing that right foot to meet that tall plank position. Holding here. Pike those hips back up. Hold that pike. Lift that left leg into that 3-legged dog. Swing that left foot to meet the outside of your left hand, holding that low lunge right here. Inhale, as you open up towards that left side of your leg. Exhale, thread it through towards that right side. 2 more. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, meet that left hand back down on that mat right here. Swing that left foot to meet that back of your mat, holding this tall plank position. For 5. In 3, drop to those knees in 2. And 1, drop to those knees right here. Recenter yourself, knees in line with the hips, untuck the toes, cat-cow. Drop that belly button down to the mat. Inhale, gaze comes up towards the ceiling. And exhale, draw that belly button into spine. Beautiful. Drop it down, inhale. And exhale. Last two. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Meet me in that neutral spine right here. Point the toes together. Pull the knees apart towards the width of your mat. Sit back onto your heels, child's pose. Stretch the arms far out in front of you. Holding this for a few moments. And two. And one. Come back through center. Swing the feet around towards the front of your mat. Let's go into our core. Starting with your knees bent, your feet are flat on that mat. Holding that ball in front of you with both hands at chest height. Sitting up nice and tall, chin away from the chest. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you slowly come down, one vertebrae at a time, slow and controlled. Once your low back taps that mat, come back up to your starting position, going into that half roll up. Inhale and exhale. And come back through center. Everything we have today will have a layer. Adding on in 5. In 2. Meet me in that half roll up. In 1. Holding this right here. Holding that half roll up. Rotate your body and your chest in the ball towards that right side. Tap your right fingertips onto that mat. Come back through center and sit up nice and tall. Adding in that rotation. Lower back down into that half roll up. Alternating to that left side and rotate. Tap the left fingertips to meet that floor in that mat. Come back through center and come back up nice and tall. Slowly lower, hold, and switch. Get that full range of motion. Tap those fingertips. Squeeze that ball. Last 4. Make sure you're staying connected to your breathing. Last 2. Last 1. Meet me sitting up nice and tall. Lower down into that half roll up. Next time you sit up tall, bring that Pilates ball overhead. And then lower back down into that half roll up. Arms come back to chest level with that Pilates ball, and then come back up through center. Bring the ball, biceps close to the ears, and lower back down. In 4. Last 2. In 1. Slowly meet me in that half roll up right here. Just the arms overhead in that half roll up. Beautiful. You got this. For 5. Last 2. Meet with the arms in front of your chest. In 1, holding this here, hold it here for 5, for 4, slowly roll down in 3, in 2, in 1, roll down one vertebrae at a time. The ball comes back to eye level, arms are at eye level, chest level, extend both legs nice and long. Pull them apart, not too close together, not too far apart, slightly a little bit further than hip width. Flex the feet, back is nice and neutral on that mat. Going into that full roll up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you peel up neck, shoulders, chest, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Sitting up nice and tall. That ball stays at chest level, arm stays at chest level, and then slowly roll back one vertebrae at a time. Inhale and exhale. Last 3. One more, rolling it up, sitting up tall, slowly lowering down onto your back. Now next time you roll up into that roll up, one vertebrae at a time, holding it at the top right here. Reach forward for your toes, getting a nice stretch in that hamstring, that low back. Come back through center, and then lower everything back down. Last 2. One more roll up with a reach. Sit up nice and tall and holding it right there. Let's place that ball behind you. Knees are going to be bent. Place that Pilates ball where your bra strap meets or right in between those shoulder blades. Going into our ab curl series here. If the Pilates ball is too much, take it away. Hands come behind the head. Keep that chin away from the chest. Elbows are open. We're not crunching and curling the elbows together. Keep everything open. Keep that chest ready to go. Really curl up with that core towards the ceiling. Going into the ab curls. Extending back. Inhale. Exhale as you curl up towards your thighs, towards the front of your mat, and exhale. Inhale at the bottom and exhale at the top. Beautiful. In 3, adding on. 1 more, curl it up and lower it back down. Next time you go into the ab curl, bring that right leg into tabletop, hold, and then lower back down through center. Come back up to the ab curl and switch to that left side, alternating legs into tabletop. Last 2, 1 more each side. Last 1, hold whatever leg you have in tabletop. Bring that opposite leg to tabletop right here. Hold that ab curl, just the toes tap down and lifts back up. Chin away from the chest, you got this. Inhale and exhale as you lift the legs. Beautiful. Halfway, you got this. Last 2, both legs in tabletop. In 1, holding it right here. Bring the arms to meet the sides of your legs, holding this teaser. Inhale and exhale, isometric hold to get that extra out of this exercise. Extend the legs. Modify if you need to, bent leg, holding this here for 10. Full teaser or bent leg for 5. Knees to chest in 3, in 2, and 1. Knees come to the chest. Beautiful. Meet me in a seated position. Move that Pilates ball away from you. Come onto all fours. If you need to take a moment, take some water, take what you need, and let's prepare for our next series here. Now grab your weights, place one on each side of you. Let's extend that. Let's keep that left leg bent underneath your left hip. Your right hand is going to be on that mat, but we are going to be working that right arm in that left leg. So opposites here. Keep that in mind. Hands are over the shoulders. Inhale through the nose, pull that belly button into spine. We're not arching that back. Pull that belly button into spine. Inhale, exhale. As you extend that left leg extension, bring that right hand to meet that right side of your head, holding it here. And then lower everything back down to meet that mat. Inhale and exhale, hold everything here. Elbow stays lifted nice and high, and then lower back down. And bring it back. Beautiful. In 3. Last one, hold everything lifted at the top here. From here, connect that left knee to right elbow into that bird dog crunch. And then extend that left leg as you open up that right arm, right elbow. And then pull everything back in. And 3, adding on. Last one, knee to elbow. Extend it long, hold that left leg extended, hold that right elbow up high. Just that upper body in that right elbow, rotate that right elbow to left elbow. Get that rotation, open everything back up. Keep that left leg lifted and pull. Into. Last one. Hold everything up and open. Hold it here. Just pulsing of that left leg up and down for 5. For 4. In 3. Lower the left toes to that mat. In 1. Bring that right hand back to that mat. Rotate and pivot that right knee, that right leg towards the back of your mat. From here, right hand stays on that mat. Right arm is in line with that right shoulder. Grab that weight in that left hand. From here, inhale through the nose. Exhale as you rotate that left elbow. Open up that left side of your chest and reach that left hand with the weight up towards the ceiling. And rotate everything back down. Gaze comes back towards the front of your mat. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Eye gaze comes with that dumbbell. And lower back down. Adding on that leg lift, in 2. In 1, open up, hold that rotation, hold that left hand towards the ceiling. Just lift up that left leg and lower it back down. Keep that left leg in line with your left hip. We're not going for height here. Really think of lengthening that left leg. If you feel any tension in your neck, you can always rotate your gaze towards that front of your mat. In 5. Hold that left leg lifted in 3. Last one, hold that left leg lifted. Sweep that left leg forward, point that toe. And flex that foot, bring that left leg back to your starting position. Just sweeping it forward and sweeping it back. Halfway. In 3. In 2. Hold that left leg in that starting position. In 1. Hold it here. Small pulses up and down of that left leg. For 5. In 4. Stop that pulse in 3. In 2. And 1. Holding here, rotate that chest back down to the mat, left leg lowers down, bring that left hand back down to the mat here. Swing that left leg forward, going into that starting lunge position. Grab both weights right here. Shoulders are back, going into some upper body into our standing series. Tuck your right toes underneath you to prepare for your standing. Inhale through the nose, exhale as you bicep curl, bring the weights to your shoulders, and then press overhead. Beautiful. And lower back down. Just a bicep curl into a shoulder press. We have 4 more before we add on. Last 2. Last 1, bicep curl, shoulder press. From here, lower the weights down to your shoulders. Inhale through the nose, make sure your right toes are tucked underneath you. Exhale as you lift up to the top of that lunge and then press the weights overhead. As you lower down, slowly bring the weights back to your shoulders. Don't let that right knee hit that mat. Just keep it a few inches. Keep that constant tension in this lunge right here. Inhale and exhale. We have 3. One more. Hold it low in that lunge. Right knee hovered a few inches. Just some small pulses up and down. For 5. Meet me all the way at the top in 3, in 2, and 1. Meet me at the top right here. Shake it out. Going into that B stance RDL, with your right foot placement, step that foot back a few inches away from your left foot. Keep that right heel lifted up that whole entire time. That left leg is taking the load here. Shoulders back. Going into that RDL, sit the hips back. All the bending is coming from your hips, soft bend in that left knee. Hinge and really feel that stretch in your left hamstring. Come a little bit past, below that left knee. Come back through center. Inhale and exhale. And lift it back up. Last 2 before we add on. Beautiful. Next time, lower down into that RDL. Hold it here. Step that right leg back. As you step that right leg back, row the weights to the side of your body for that row. Drop the weights back down as you bring that right foot back into that B stance and lift it back up. That's our next layer. Hinge from the hips, hold. Step that right leg back, extend it long, pull the weights to the sides of your body. Come back through center and lift. Last two. Last one. Hold that right leg extended. Pull the weights to meet the sides of your body. Just isolating that row. Pull the weights in and bring it back. For 3, weights are extended in 2, arms are extended in 1, holding this here. Swing the weights forward into that front raise as you drop back down into that lunge. From here, swing the weights to that tricep sweep, extend that right leg back, drop that chest a few inches away from that left thigh, and lower back down. It's gonna get spicy, so stay with me. In 3, in 2, hold that low lunge, hold the weights in that front raise in 1, just small pulses again, up and down for 5, in 4, drop to that right knee in 3, in 2, and 1, drop to that right knee, drop the weights down, swing that left leg back, sit back into that child's pose, rock side to side. Ooh, come back through center. We are done with that for now. Bring the weights back, 1 on each side. Get a nice reset if you need it. Take what you need. We are going into our other side. Grab your weights and let's prepare. From here, we are going into the left hand, left arm with that right leg now. Switching to that opposite side. But starting in both hands in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Pull that belly button to spine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. As you extend that right leg long, bring that left hand to meet that left side of your head. Pull that elbow high, and then come back down through center. Inhale and exhale. Last two. Last one. Hold everything at the top here, right leg extended. Bring that left elbow to right knee. Connect that bird dog. And then extend that right leg long. Pull that left elbow high. Left hand to meet your head. And keep it here. Last two. Last one, crunch it in. Hold everything long extended. Just that rotation, left elbow to right elbow. Work those obliques, work that core. Last two. Last one. Hold that left elbow up nice and high. Just that right leg up and down a few inches. Pulse it up for 5, for 4, in 3. Lower that left hand to the mat. Right leg lowers in 1. Beautiful. Right there. From here, rotate that left knee, left leg to meet that backside. Grab that weight in your right hand. Left hand in line with the shoulder. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you rotate that right hand with that weight up towards the ceiling. Open up that chest. Exhale here. And lower everything back down. Just that rotation. Last two. Last one. Open up and hold that rotation. Just lift up that right leg a few inches and lower down. Keep that right leg in line with your hip. We're not overextended. Keep that chest open. Again, gaze is to that back of the mat if your neck is having any tension here. In 3, hold that right leg up. In 2, in 1, hold that right leg up. Sweep that right leg forward, point that toe, and flex that foot back in line with your right hip. Beautiful, next layer. We have 4. And 2. Last one, point that toe, sweep it forward, flex it back, hold it here. Small pulses up and down of that right leg, up and down, beautiful. For 5. In 3, lower that right foot down to the mat in 2. And 1, lower it down, rotate your chest to meet the mat. Right hand meets that mat here. Swing that right foot forward in between the dumbbells. Grab one dumbbell in each hand, posture up, shoulders back. Make sure there's no arch in your pelvis. Tuck your pelvis underneath you. Left toes are tucked underneath you to prepare. Shoulders back. Just that bicep curl into that shoulder press. We have 2 more before we add on. Last one, overhead press here. From here, bring the weights back down to your shoulders. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you lift up to the top of that lunge. Press the weights overhead. Hold it here. Slowly lower down. Let that left knee hover a few inches off that mat. Press up nice and high and lower down. Make sure when you come up into that lunge, we're not overextending your legs. Always have a soft bend. Last 3. Last one, lower down. Press it up. Meet me down into that low lunge right here. Just small pulses up and down for 5, for 4, in 3. Meet me up at the top in 2, and 1. Come back through center right here. Going into that B stance RDL. Left leg steps back a few inches away from that right foot. Soft bend in that right knee, working that right side. Shoulders back, bending from the hips, keeping the weights close to your legs. Coming down, soft bend in that right knee. Come down a few inches below that knee, that right knee, and then come back up standing.
Last two. Last one. Bend from the hips, stand up nice and tall. Next time you go into that RDL, hold it here. Extend that left leg long as you roll the weights to the side of your body. Come back through center and come back to the top. RDL, hinge, hold. Row, extend that left leg. Back through center and come back up tall. Take your time here, there's a lot of balance. Last two. Last one. Bend from the hips. Extend that left leg as you row the weights. Just the weights. Row them back and lower the arms. We have 3. In 2, meet me with the arms extended towards the mat. In 1, hold it here. Front raise, drop that left knee back into that reverse lunge. Hinge forward, extend that left leg. Tricep sweep of the arms. And lower back. You got this, stay with me. We have 3. Meet me in that low lunge in 2. You got this, don't stop. In 1, hold it here, just pulse up and down for 5. In 4, 3, drop to that left knee in 2. And 1, beautiful, drop to that left knee. Pull the weights to the side. Child's pose, sit back into the hips. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right, let's finish nice and strong. Come back to all fours. From here, extend both legs nice and long. Last minute of class here. Inhale through the nose, exhale, pike those hips up just like we did in the warm-up. Lower back down into that tall plank position, drop the knees down, lower down into that push-up, and then push back up. From here, pike those hips up, lift those knees, pike the hips. Lower down, hold that tall plank, knees drop, and push up. If you want to give yourself an extra challenge, you can just stay into that full push-up and not drop to your knees. We have 3. One more. Pike those hips up. Lower down, tall plank position. Drop to those knees, push up. Come back to the top. Lift those knees up high. Hold it here. Let's drop to that left forearm. Drop to that right forearm. Hold here. Push back to that left hand. Push back up to that right hand. Going into that push plank, lower back down. One forearm at a time, push back up underneath you. If you need to drop to your knees, take what you need here. You got this. Last push. We have 5. Meet me on both forearms in 3, 2, and 1. Meet me in both forearms. Hold that plank position here. Hold this for 10. You got this. 9. We have 5. In 3. Drop to those knees in 2. And 1. Beautiful. Last child's pose. Wow. We are officially done here. Amazing work, team. One more inhale and exhale. Come back to the top. Drop the hips forward into that cobra. Rock side to side. Stretch out the hips. Stretch out the core. Come back through center. Swing the legs towards the front of your mat. Lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Going into our lumbar rotations, hands one on each side of the mat. Drop the knees towards that right side. Back through center to left. Let's go for one more each side here. Back through center, extend both legs nice and long. Lift that right leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind your calf, holding this here. Nice stretch in the hamstring. Alexa, stop timer. When you're ready, slowly lift up that chest and walk the hands to meet your foot. Hold it here, pull that right leg into the chest a little bit more for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly lower back down. Drop that right leg to the mat. Lift up that left leg, grab behind your calf. Slowly walk the chest up towards your left foot. Walk the hands to meet the foot and hold it. Pull that leg into your chest a little bit more. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower left leg down. Point the toes, reach the arms overhead. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, draw that knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side, stretch out that low back. When you're ready, roll up into a ball, into your seated position, whatever you are comfortable with. Finishing off class here. Inhale through the nose, draw the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release everything at the bottom. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. Hold it at the top, both hands come back through center. Lower down the hands to meet your heart center. You guys move through challenge, you push yourself, you got out of your comfort zone, and most importantly, you honored your body and showed up today. Clap it up for yourself. I'm so incredibly proud of you. This one was a bit more dynamic and challenging. Again, we are in the last week of the Summer Sculpt series. We have one more workout to go, which I'm so excited because I just can't wait to hear your feedback. So let me know down below, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys have been enjoying. Let me know any challenges that you've pushed through, anything that you learned about yourself. I would love to hear it all, and just let me know how you're liking it. And with that being said, we have our next and last Summer Sculpt series workout dropping this Thursday. So I will meet you on the mat then, and I can't wait. I'll see you guys then. Bye.